it's not the dollar cost, it's what I value, and I value that. When we budget, it's not always about the cost, it's
That's
about
right.
value.
It's not. Hi, Shaelene McInnis here again, speaking about um, Ontario Wellness Network. And again, we're talking about wellness and everything to do with wellness. And someone who has been a friend of mine for many, many years, who I haven't talked to enough lately, Hadriana. And she's going to talk about financial wellness. And as you know, this is one of my favorite things when we talk about financial wellness. And so I'm going to ask Hadriana to speak about herself because, of course, this is not about me, it's about her. So, Hadriana, please introduce yourself.
Hi, thanks, Shaelene. And you're so right. It's been way, way too long. Because if there are any two people who can sit and dish about money and wellness, it's the two of us. And thanks for the opportunity to share your audience, your Ontario wellness audience with me. I am a financial coach. I think that's the largest part of what I do. And I specifically designed my practice to really focus in on helping women create wealth. Part of it is what my own experiences have been, and the other part is there's just that element missing in the sector in general, where women can feel supported in their wealth journey and seen and heard. So in my coaching practice, I help women develop strategies for wealth. I help them optimize their results, get it quick, make it aligned with who they are. And I'm also a speaker and an author. So I do all of that. Plus, I'm a mom and I'm a human having a fantastic life, challenges included. And I do lots of things overall to inspire people to live their best life. I think that's it in a nutshell.
Okay, I love everything that you just said, by the way. So, yeah, Hadriana and I have been friends, have known each other for actually, gosh,
It's
five, six,
been forever.
7 years.
Yep.
And we're both in financial wellness. So I'm teaching like taxes, but she has been teaching budgeting. I have sent so many people, I'm like, please speak with this woman. Please
Yep.
speak with this woman. Please speak with this woman. So I'm going to ask, Brianna, um, if you were to say free budgeting, we're talking about budgeting,
Mhm.
mistakes that people make, because I'm always interested in doing better with
Yes.
my budget for me and my poor husband. So I'm going to ask Adriana, what three things would you say are mistakes and three things we could do better?
Yeah, I'll say three things we can do better because I think every
Yeah.
mistake is a learning opportunity. It's the
Mhm.
I like to call them missteps, because we have the opportunity to correct them. I think one of the things that we do when we budget, we always sit from a place of constraint. So we always think, cut this, cut this, cut this, cut this,
Right.
looking to control our spending when sometimes, and my process picks this up almost right away. Sometimes, literally, you cannot cut your way to living well. Sometimes you just need to be earning more. Truth is, most of us, especially women, are underpaid, and we're trying to create a life with
Yeah.
just not enough money. I had an inquiry from a prospect one time. She didn't work with me. I honestly would not have taken her money at that point. She
Yeah.
just couldn't afford it. But when I was speaking with her, I said to her, she's already doing her first job, then she has another job, and all the money together, when she pays rent, 75% of her income's gone out the window.
Oh.
And that's just rent. She still has to eat. She still has to deal with her utilities. She still has to take care of her vehicle because no vehicle, no work. all these other things are happening, and she's wondering why she can't get on top of her credit card debt.
Right.
There just isn't enough coming into the pot. So when we're looking at budgeting, sometimes the constraint is not the actual preferred position. We
Mm-hmm,
need to look
mm-hmm.
to expand our income capacity and
Right.
draw in more revenue. So I like to say, monetize a hobby if you can. That way you tell Trudeau what he's getting, he doesn't take it.
Don't even get me started. Oh my God. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah. Take
Honest to
whatever you
goodness.
love to do and make money from it. If you're going to make blankets, trust me, I'm going to buy them. So
Yep,
make
absolutely.
blankets and
Yep, make them, have fun making them, put a price on them, and
yep,
sell them and find the
and
people who love
value
them.
yourself. And this is something
Yes.
you just said. And I find this with women as well, because, of course, doing taxes and everything else, I'm like, women do not value themselves. Why are you giving away everything for free? Oh my
Yeah.
God. If you're going to be
And
making this or doing this or giving this advice,
yeah.
you deserve to be paid.
Absolutely 100%. And I think that's the other thing about budgeting that we have to consider. What is the value as opposed to the price? When we budget, we look at how much something costs, the dollar cost of it, but what is its value to you? So, for example, I shop at Loblaws. I know they're probably getting a bad name, but the same things that are at Loblaws are at No Frills. Okay, I
Mhm.
understand that. I value not having to rifle through yucky fruit. Okay? So don't judge me because I will shop at Loblaws as opposed to No Frills. It's not the dollar cost, it's what I value, and I value that.
Right.
Now, on the flip side, I will not put on a lick of makeup. I can't be bothered. Not, I don't know about you, Shaelene, but the other person might value the Sephora experience to sit and spend $100, $200 on face things. I don't value that. So, so it's not about the dollar figure when you're creating a
Exactly.
budget. It's about
Right.
prioritizing the things
Right.
that you and your family value. And when you prioritize the things you value, every time you will find that there's enough money for
Yeah.
all the other stuff. Do you value organic food? Is that something you
Right.
value? Well, first of all, you should probably be planting your own garden if you're valuing organic. But if that's something you value, you put your money towards that, and then
Exactly.
the
Oh
rest
no.
will fall into place. So when we budget, it's not always about the cost, it's
That's
about
right.
value.
It's not cost. Exactly. It's so funny you're saying that, because I'm like, hi, I just bought this amazing pink elephant. Like, here's this pink elephant I bought. Like,
Yes,
to
it's
me, the value is
free.
massive. The price was honestly very inexpensive. And I'm like, you need to raise your prices, because the price of this pink elephant, it's hysterical, because first of all, it's pink and it's an elephant.
Yes,
So like there's like 100 things going on there. But I'm like, I will pay so much for this, but they were asking so little. But you're
yeah,
right. It's what, and so I said to the lovely people selling it, it's like, no, no, what's the value of it to me? Not how much it
yes,
cost you. Doesn't
exactly.
matter if it costs you $1. What is it worth to me? Like
Yep.
$100? Yeah, I'm just making
And
up
how
numbers.
much are you willing to pay for it? You're probably willing
Exactly.
to pay maybe twice what they're asking for it. And it's like going to the farmer's market. Like,
Yes.
we
Yes.
value buying local, and it's the truth. The
Yeah.
the produce at the farmers
Yep.
market costs more than the produce in the grocery store. But I'll go every week,
Yep.
once a week, and I'll stop in on a Friday,
Yep.
get what I need, because
Yep.
I value the fact that this was grown, hopefully, somewhere close by me.
And I want
And
your tomatoes, and I want
yeah,
your red peppers, and I want
exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. So putting that as a priority when you're approaching budgeting, I think is
Yeah.
it's a great thing. The other thing I think we need to consider for budgeting is wiggle room. I think it's imperative
Tell
that
me.
your budgeting needs to be able to withstand a bit of a shock. And I used to say this, I still say it. The houses in San Francisco were built to actually flex so that when the earthquakes do come, the rigid ones, when the earthquakes come, they crack because they buckle. They cannot deal with the shaking.
Mm,
Having some flexibility in the building
right.
materials
Mm,
allows the building to bend as the earth shakes underneath it. And
right.
we need that space in our budgeting. We need to allocate with a little bit of give, a little bit of take. Nothing should be in stone that you
Yes.
cannot move a little should you need to. And
Right. Oh, yeah.
self-care is a non-negotiable that has to be in there. So we cannot take the risk of losing ourselves when we're using our money.
Mhm.
So put the flex in there so that if, not if, in all honesty,
When?
when the
When?
challenges come,
Mhm.
we can go through it with some grace and hopefully get settled again so we can grow again.
Okay. That was honestly, that was the best lesson of the day.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
God, she's so right. Like if everyone just listened to this. Thank
For
you.
sure.
Thank you.
My
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you. Oh no, not your pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you. I cannot believe it's been this long since we've actually talked and done like a recording. It's ridiculous. Like I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by myself.
You know what? Maybe it was, what did they say? Our absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's just so we could appreciate each other more when we do
I guess
finally connect
I
again.
still feel like this should have
Um,
been happening a year ago. I'm not even joking. I'm like, should have been happening a
yeah,
long time ago.
yeah,
I'm going to say thank you to my
my
friend
pleasure.
and thank you for sharing her wisdom with all of us, not with me, with all of us. And thank you. And this is why I refer people to Hadriana. I'm like, hey, you need to speak to this person. Hey, if you want to talk about budgeting, talk to this person because
Yep,
she, you know why? Because she actually cares about her clients.
a hundred
And that's
percent.
why, right? And that's why I send people this way because if you've got someone who actually cares about the clients, then that's all you need.
And
So
that's why
thank
we do we when I meet anyone, I always say it's going to be worth the conversation. We start with a complimentary conversation. Let's talk. Do we connect well? Can I actually help you? Should I even take you on as a client? Because it's not always the best thing for you. I
right.
can't be charging you my fee when you're struggling to put food on the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
So firmly believe that nobody leaves my presence worse than they came in. It's just straight up how I operate. So if you're coming to me as a prospect and I've decided, you know what, I don't think you're quite right yet, you're still leaving better than you came because I can help you
Wow.
identify something. I can help point something out to you. I can give you a referral. I can connect you to
Hmm.
a resource. It's like we're so afraid to have these conversations that we
Yeah. Yeah.
suffer in silence.
Yeah.
Whereas you
Yep.
ask me, let's talk for 15 minutes, let's connect for half an hour, you will get something that will move you ahead. Guaranteed. Full stop. And that's kind of what I'm all about. It's pretty much how I roll. And not just for work, it's me.
And this is why I need to be a better person. You were amazing. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
My
No, I
pleasure.
need to I need to up my game. Thank you. I hope anyone watching this here speaks with this amazing, magnificent woman. Please. I wish I could be like you. You're
Oh
amazing.
my, then the world would lose
Oh my God, I
Shaelene. Come on.
oh please. So please, anyone, again, if you can't, all the contact information, of course, will be in our podcast stuff.
Mhm.
And if you, for some reason, can't reach Hadriana, please, by all means, contact Books in Line. We will be thrilled to connect you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for being my guest. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.